Hey y'all, it's Gracie, and today I am making a requested video. It's kind of weird that I'm getting video requests, but if you have any, leave them down below. I'd love to hear what y'all want to see, what you're thinking. So today I'm just gonna give you tips on how to stay positive. That's what a lot of people have been asking, and it's kind of weird that people are asking me for advice because that's not, typically what happens. And let me just put a disclaimer out there. These are not doctor proven or anything like that. These are just sort of things that I do in my daily life to sort of try and keep everything positive. And that's not to say that I don't have bad days or that things don't go wrong, because that's not true either. Trust me, there's plenty of things that happen to me, or you never know what to expect, what's coming next. So you just kind of have to try and prepare yourself and try and I guess prepare yourself for the best. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna sit here and talk about it. So the first thing I have to say is I know where my joy comes from. I do have a relationship with God, and that's something that brings me a lot of joy to my life. And I feel like that's one of my main sources of joy, because I feel like no matter what happens, I know that somebody has me, and I know that I'm going to, it's kind of hard to talk about. But if you understand what I mean, I don't want to push anybody in any direction or have that influence maybe the way that you look at me. But I do want you guys to know that that is a big source of my happiness, and that's something, I can always rely on, which is really nice to know for me. But there are plenty of other things that you can do to be happy without, necessarily having that, if that's not your thing or if that's not your style. The first thing that I like to do is I love to read happy quotes. Is that really weird? Sometimes I'll just go on Pinterest and I'll search positive quotes, and I'll just scroll through it and realize oh my gosh, I'm so blessed to have this life, to go to such an amazing school like the University of Alabama, to have an amazing family and friend group. I really am so blessed, and that just makes me not let myself look at bad situations in terrible ways. You gotta always try and find the bright side of a terrible situation. That's my next sort of tip, I guess, is to always try and look for the good even in the bad. It can be really hard sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie. It's not something super easy, or you don't necessarily see it right away, but you do just have to try and figure out, okay, there's got to be some good in this. Another point, I guess, for me, sorry, this is kind of all over the place, but I believe everything happens for a reason. I'm a big believer in that. I think that you get stuck in traffic for some reason, not to sound gory, but maybe you were gonna get in a car accident if you didn't if you had a green light or something. I think that there is a reason that everything happens. And of course, that's not everybody's thing, but again, for me, because I believe that everything happens for a reason, I think that that's where I can really try and find the good and the bad, because I'm okay, clearly, I didn't get this whatever, or I didn't make an A on this test, I don't know, there's just something, you gotta really try and look for it. And again, it can be so hard, but really, you just gotta do it, and you gotta just remind yourself, again, like I said, you're so blessed and you've got such a wonderful life. The fact that you are alive means you have something to be happy and grateful for, even if you're not in the best situation. If you're not in the best situation, there's always a way out. There's always some way to make it better. I promise things will get better, because you are not given anything more than you cannot handle. Sometimes you have to go through the really hard things because it prepares you for things more in life. And I do believe that too. That being said, if there's anything happening in your life or anything, leave a comment down below. I would just try and be there for you. I know I don't have a huge following base right now, but I do really care about each one of you that watches my videos, and I really am appreciative. That's another thing that brings me joy, is you guys. Thank you so much for all of your support, and all of the wonderful comments y'all leave down below literally makes my entire day. I just love it. Oh, so thank you guys. There's another source of positivity. And the other thing is I just really like to smile and laugh. I think it's funny to laugh. Does that make sense? But see, there it is. I don't know, I just think it's it makes my life 10 times happier to be happy. I might be not making sense at all. This might be a dumb video, but y'all asked for it, and this is what I think. Also, you can see behind me, I like to surround myself with a lot of color. I wear color all the time. Bright colors make me so happy. Lily Pulitzer in particular, my favorite brand ever. I cannot wait to go back and see my coworkers for fall break. Guys, you don't even understand. But anyway, Lily brings me joy, and that's one of the things I think you need to find, the little things that bring you joy, and things like bright colors and Lily and fun, just happy things make me happy. I feel like if I surround myself with happiness, I will find happiness, and it'll encourage me to be happier. So maybe you're in a situation where you're not really surrounded by happiness. How do you do that? Well, maybe it's your friends or your family or a dog or a stuffed animal that you had when you were little. I don't know. Just maybe it's a good book. Maybe it's sitting down and writing out all your thoughts and your angry feelings and getting them out. Sometimes for me, what makes me happy is crying. It's like when you're just so stressed and you don't understand why things are happening and you can't be happy, you just gotta cry, and that makes you feel 10 times better to cry. Like, listen, we're all human. We all cry. I know this. You know this. We know this. So, I don't know. Sometimes you just have to let it get worse before it gets better. But if nothing's going wrong in your life and you're just sort of at that neutral point, then seek ways to be happier, whether it's looking at the happy quotes on Pinterest, or it's singing along to your favorite songs in the car, or if it's putting in headphones and just listening to music or a podcast, or watching YouTube videos, watching my YouTube videos, you know. I think, again, like, you just have to find your little joys in life. That's one of my biggest things, is finding the little things that make you happy, and like, go treat yourself to ice cream. Like, if that's what's gonna make you happy, who cares about the calories? Go make yourself happy. Go get yourself some ice cream. I always try and seize every opportunity, because usually that makes me happier. That brings me joy. It's like, I went and I did that. Like, I hopped in a car this past weekend and drove to Arkansas with 2 sorority sisters I kind of knew and one of my really good sorority sisters, and we all bonded so much, and we went to all these different fraternity houses and met up with other Pi Phis and other sorority girls from Alabama who drove. Tickets were just super expensive, so we didn't go to the game, but I was able to meet some super cool people, and it just was like, it made me happy that I got to like literally road trip across a few different states. I had never been in Mississippi before, I had never been in Tennessee before, and I'd never been to Arkansas, and now I can say I have. So that makes me happy. Like, I don't like road trips. Listen, I do not like road trips. Like, I was having all fun and games in that past vlog. If you didn't see it, I'll link it down below. But I'm not a big fan of road trips. And I still am not, even though I did have fun on that road trip. But I think the excitement and the joy that I had, that I was like going visiting these new places, was just so cool. And if there's no opportunities like that for you, listen, I totally understand. Sometimes just like looking at adventurous places and watching adventurous videos, that gets me excited. That brings me happiness. I don't know why. If that's for me, you need to find what it is for you, and it'll make yourself happier. That's kind of all I've got. I don't know if there's anything more that you were expecting out of this video. Like, let me know down below. I'll try to answer everything. But I just want to say again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for requesting this video. I hope it helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.